Hey, Mr. Khwarizmi, mind if I ask you a few questions?
No, not at all. You can call me Al.
Okay then. Where and when were you born?
I was born in the year 780 in the country of Persia.
Tell me about your childhood, Al.
Oh, I'm afraid not. My childhood is a bit of a mystery. Very little is actually known for certain about that part of my past.
Okay, well then, how about we just discuss the present? What do you do for work?
Well, currently I am a mathematician, an astronomer, and a geographer.
Huh? Where do you do all this?
I am a scholar in the House of Wisdom in Baghdad, an extraordinary place dedicated to research and teaching in the sciences. That is where I pursue my studies.
That does sound extraordinary. Now tell me about your accomplishments.
Well, I did a number of great things in all of the fields that I studied, so let's just talk about my accomplishments in one of them.
Okay. Tell me about your contributions to mathematics.
Well, my books were largely based on ideas that had already been introduced to the world. I was just the first one to explain these concepts thoroughly.
Noted.
Anyway, I introduced algebra, which is the name of a basic operation that can be used to solve any quadratic equation, which I discussed thoroughly in one of my books. Algebra is the process of removing negative units and squares from an equation by adding their quantity to both sides of the equation.
Oh really? What else?
I introduced the Hindu Arabic number system throughout the Middle East through one of my books, which was translated into Latin and then later introduced to Europe as well.
I forgot earlier, but what is algebra? Did you mean algebra?
Oh yes, of course. Allow me to explain. I did in fact say algebra, which you've probably never heard of, but I was referring to what is now called algebra, for the term algebra is derived from the term algebra that I described in my book, the compendious book on calculation by completion and balancing. The word algebra most likely means something like restoration or completion. This is why some folks refer to me as the father of algebra.
Whoa, interesting. Are you responsible for any other modern mathematics terms, are you?
Well, as a matter of fact, yes I am. The terms algorithm and algorithm both stem from algoritmi, which is the Latin translation of my name.
Whoa, interesting. By the way, Mr. Khwarizmi, who's your little friend there?
Oh, yes, this is my pet animal, Nullset.
Well, Al, I'd love to hear more about you, but I'm afraid I've got to run.
Oh, no worries, it's been my pleasure. Goodbye now.
See, Al.
Thank you for watching. My sources were www.famousscientist.org, en.m.wikipedia.org, www.muslimheritage.com, ualr.edu, and www.msuky.edu.